Hi Sagittarius, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius is very bright in here. I sit in Sweden and it has been sunlight a lot lately, which is beautiful, but overall it's been really dark and really dull. So I don't want to shut the sun out. I want to keep it just shining. And so I do disappear a bit, but you will see the card is perfectly fine and everything is good. Today when I'm recording this, I'm starting on the 27th of March. And I'm just asking for your best story right now for the very near future. So there's no end date to this recording. And also I've incorporated, because I just am a sucker for numbers. I just love numbers and their stories. And today with the number 27, we have a 2 and a 7, and the number 2 is all about conversations, communication between relationships. And then we have a number 7, which is sort of a completion of something, 7 days in a week. And so it's like the Sunday, it's a completion. Usually I say on the 7th day he rested. So it's like there's something going on relationship-wise. We're building this on the fact that there's not too much more to do. It's like you can rest now and just sort of hone in what you want. But let's see what specifically is going on for you, Sagittarius. In these most expansive times, let's call it. Shall we? Hope you're doing okay out there. Keeping your spirit high. I saw the first card coming out. It's called Balance. Wow, okay. So that was fast. You're fast, obviously. It's because I do play in, I take everything into the reading. However, if I'm shuffling long, if it's really fast, and you are really fast today. So there's something like it's moving quickly for you now, some way, shape, or form. And so the first card out is has number 11 on it, and like I said, it's called Balance. And don't ask, you don't need to comment about it. I know that the program is reversing the cards, so just trust me. I'm going to tell you what's on the bottom of them. So this card is called Balance, and we have a black border, and with the black border it's all about the universe backing you up and mainly manifestation. So, and like how the cards flew out here today, there's something moving very quickly. So I think that you're starting to see a lot of manifestations going on in your life, that things are coming in. If you haven't seen physical evidence of some sort of shift, you definitely know that it's coming. It's like, what should I say? It's like you've written a contract. You went to buy a car. Let's take something very that we can understand. You went to buy a car and you wrote a contract on it, but the car hasn't been delivered yet. So it's like it has manifested, but you sort of don't have it in your garage yet, if that makes sense. And that can apply to anything in your life right now. So I think that you've seen proof of it. I think that we're looking at it from an understanding that you see that it's coming in now. You don't wonder where it is anymore. And also with the number 11 there, it's a double new beginning. First of all, with the 2 number ones, so we have a strong double new beginning. So there's several areas of your life, I feel like we're starting over. There's a new fresh start in things, or a new beginning in things. And also with the number 11, that's sort of a portal for me, walking through a portal situation. So, and you feel very strong. There's like it's like you're equipped. Is that what you say? Like you're dressed for success. You have the tools. Literally, you have the tools to walk this path that you now have chosen. And you're stepping through the portal. And with the speed of the cards coming out, and with the rest of the cards come that I see here, and with this energy, I feel like things are moving fast. And also with this, I want to say, when there's, like I said, when there's manifestation going on like this. You probably don't see it too much on your, maybe not too much in the physical realms yet, but within, also with the number 11. 11 is a master number, and 11 is usually, typically you will start to see 11 everywhere if you're in your dream state, like if you're wishing something, if you want something, you have a strong desire of something, and you start to see 11 everywhere, then, you know, there's evidence that the universe has picked it up, that the desire is out there, that your dream is coming, like it's underway. But then with the strong black border, I feel like it's not only strongly coming, it's you like I said, you probably have started to see evidence of it. So it's really beautiful. There's something being like you're being really strong within yourself, like probably both physically, but also with the, I feel like you're growing your wings. You're growing I should say this, you're growing into your wings. It's like you're growing into two big shoes in the past, but they're starting to fit. I don't know if you saw that or if that picks up, but like half the wings here are purple and then the rest of them are sort of yellow golden. And so I feel like the spiritual part, the spiritual path for you has really taken off. Yeah, it has taken off since the day you were born, because your spirit born into this physical form, but it has taken off in the sense that you are sort of more engaged in it. I hope that makes sense. Then we have number 6, memories of love. And it's like you're holding the light. There's something about you holding the light. So I feel, and it's almost the same colors. It's like we have purple, the candle is purple, and then around it I see this yellow golden color. It's a brown. What? It's a green border. So funny, because my little boy is like pointing at the green and says that it's brown, and I'm trying to say no, it's not brown, it's green. So it's like stuck with me. So maybe it's brown to him, but anyway, so this green border speaks about healing, that we've healed a situation, or that you're healing a situation, and it's called memories of love. So I feel, and with the number 6 there also, which is talking about the whole love, the totality of something. It could be the totality of a relationship, but it's also like a totality of yourself. Like you're so being in alignment with your person and your and source, like your higher self. That totality of you, it's that type of love that we're talking about. But I feel like for some of you Sagittariuses, you're really healing a past relationship or past relationships. Like whatever sort of that has brought you to this very place, to this day today. When you're listening to this message, you've reached a point where I feel like you look back at your past relationships, and no matter how they were, how long, how short, how many, how troublesome, how lovely, I feel like you've come to a place where you can sort of appreciate them all. And that is coming really far, Sagittarius. That takes quite the person to be able to see that this looked bad and this looked good, and therefore half of them were good and half of them were bad. But rather say this one was a really conflicting one and this one was a really loving one. So you know what? I've had all good relationships. Like, because you know that it's bringing you clarity. It's bringing you, you're evolving yourself. You're evolving your higher self. You're evolving the person that you're with. It is just a constant evolution and a constant growth. And it feels like whatever you were mad at or disappointed in, or however it has played out in the past, you really have started to come to this place of true healing. Like there's a complete totality, a complete love for all. And so therefore, it's like, I get this song, Candle in the Wind, which means that no matter what's going, it can really be windy, and it can really be stormy and conflicty and all of that going on around you, and your light can flicker. It's like you can flicker, but the way you're holding the light is like you found a way to hold your energy. You have the complete right to waver back and forth, to sway a bit, and to sort of have a bad morning or bad night, or have some upsetting thought. I'm not talking about you being a machine now, Sagittarius, but I am saying that you've reached this position, at least for you guys who are tuning in here, and I feel like you should pat yourself on the back a bit, because this just means that you've reached sort of mastery position. And I understand that there's, some areas you are a machine. Some areas is like there's no touching you. There's like, whatever you want to throw at me, just throw at me. I am balanced. I'm not going anywhere. I have the word balance here on the bottom. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying stable, And then it's that one theme or one area in every person's life that is like, but that just gets to me. Like, you get a bit upset, and you have the right to be that. But overall, guys, you're carrying a very, very beautiful energy at this point. And in this day and age, and in this particular time in our collective's history, or future, or present moment, you're that light right now. You really are holding it strong. You probably have more, when everybody else maybe are losing their jobs, you might have even, like there's almost an overload in the other direction for you. You might even have more to do because you're such a light, such a guiding light. And I don't mean like you might have more to do at work, like literally, maybe you have more hours that you put in your job, but it can also be that once that job is over, you're on the phone with somebody that needs upliftment, or you are sending healing to somebody, or I just feel like you're probably more, I will compare it with myself, like these things going on right now hasn't really slowed things down for me. It has, like, I've distance healings going on every other minute, it feels like. So I understand that people need more help right now, and it was almost like I got prepared for it, because I was sick for not 3 weeks, but I was ill for about good 2 weeks, and my boy was ill before that. And it was like we did that before everything started. So I was sort of, I don't know, put in an even better position, feeling really strong when I came out of all of that. And I feel like why I say that is because I feel like you're being the same. Yeah. And there's also something about that fourth theme. Like, you have 3 of those major themes down, and it's like the fourth, we're seeing the very end or the very beginning of something. Like, you're seeing the very end of something that you've been working on, that sort of has come to full healing or something, or you're seeing the very beginning of something because it has come to full healing, if that makes sense. So you're in a really good place, guys. I love this. And then number 7, which is, again, we have that with the basic energy here from the date. Number 7, on the 7th day he rested. And I think that's a tiny bit, you need to hear that you also need your rest, guys. On the 7th day you should rest. So you can help everybody else, and you can tune into everybody else, and you can stay balanced all you want, but every once in a while, Sagittarius, and particularly Sagittarius, you need that break, and you need to tell somebody, because this is what I feel. This is what I hear a conversation, like you on Saturday, just because of the metaphor. We were working 6 days, and on Sunday we should be, which that was 2,000 years ago, maybe. But like, for the sake of it, it feels like you're on Saturday say, oh my God, like, yes, I do love to help people, and it's been a crazy week or crazy 3 weeks or whatever, and now it's Sunday, and on Sunday I'm just going to actually do nothing. I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just going to care about myself. I'm going to tend to myself, maybe go on a bit of a walk, and maybe, I don't know, whatever you do, like watch Netflix, whatever you can do now in these times. And it's like, and then the Sunday comes and somebody calls you and says, can you please come over, or can you please just send some energy healing, can you? And you're like, sure. And Sagittarius, that's the time. If you can't say no, turn your phone off. Like, I feel like you need that balancing. It says balance. You are balanced. You're so strong. But Sagittarius, we need to look at that a bit. Like, take care of yourself as well, so that you don't burn out. This is the crown chakra. It says crown chakra on the bottom there. It's yet another black border. So it's all about the universe is bringing. Yes, they're bringing stuff to you. The universe is being, like, backing you up. Really being there for you. And I feel like there's literally no separation. You found a really beautiful place, guys. Whether you're meditating every day, whether you're out in nature every day, whether you're enjoying your baths, whatever, like listening to music, however you're doing this, there is a strong, strong connection with the number 7, with the black border, with the crown chakra, which is all about you being sort of in alignment with the universe, in alignment with the divine. It's a strong message here. And it's all about growth. It's all about that connectedness, and all about being sort of this light in a very dark place for a lot of people. Strong, balanced. It's just gorgeous, guys. And at the same time, it's giving you the opportunity to grow even more. Like, you're becoming this, it's like we're talking mastery, but at the same time you're becoming more masterful. Like, you're developing your master skills, if that makes sense. So just more things around this story, please, for Sagittarius. Oh, and I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Love it. That's a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay then. Hold on. Wow. Goodness, guys. So I started out with like I said, the 27 in the date, and then we had the number 7 for your crown chakra, and I just want to show you straight away. And then we have number 7 yet again, and yet another 7. So we have 3 number 7 on the table. We have, with the date, 4 number 7 going on here. So 7 to me, like, first of all, on a very physical, earthbound place, you need to have that rest. It's really important for you. It's like, okay, now they heard you once, you have to tell them equally much for every card, because you need to listen that you're going to burn out, Sagittarius. You're not going to feel good, and then you're no help to anybody. It just takes that one Sunday. It just takes that one break. It's not the entire week. It's not, maybe even not all, well, maybe all day Sunday, or all day Friday, or however you want. Like, take a break every once in a while. That's the message. But then with the 3 number 7, the strong, like 777, and you might see those numbers. Those numbers might be significant to you. You might see them at times as a validation that, for me, that is just the angels are with you. Your guides are with you. Like, your spirit team is so with you. And I said with the, and I just realized, with the black borders, we first had 2 black borders, and now 2 more black borders have come up. So we have yet 4 black borders. So the universe is strongly with you. Strong manifestations going on. It's like a powerful energy that you really have around you. But I'm going to look into each of these cards. And I'm just going to go through them as they came out. And one of you, I was going to say, some of you might be dealing with a Gemini, or Libra, I feel like it's this patience and planning. So I feel like, and this is like moving over seasons. So there's something about planning something, because I am drawn to the words patience and planning. Planning something, maybe, I mean, due to this virus going around, I feel like something maybe came to a halt, and that's fully understandable. Like that's, you know, it doesn't take a psychic to figure that one out. Like you were planning, that's two pillars, like two grand, do you see this? There's two grand pillars here, and the sun in the back, and then it's like we're moving through seasons behind here. It's like winter time, fall, spring, summer. Not in particularly that order, but anyway, we have spring here in the northern hemisphere as we're going into fall in the southern hemisphere. So it's just something that is passing through seasons. And I feel like you need to be patient with whatever it is that there are manifestations really coming in hard for you in your life. It's not, there's not too much being put on hold for you. And that's quite magnificent. That's why I say you probably you're not in complete fear over what's going on. You haven't gone into complete isolation. Like I said, you probably are even more so out there, maybe not out there, but like more so involved with other people, helping other people, being more booked or like busy than ever. And like you're moving forward with your plans, and you, it's not like this pandemic situation has really gotten to you or has really put you in lockdown. I mean, it depends on where you're at in the world, but I feel like still, it's almost like it doesn't matter where you're at in the world. You feel like you still are free to move around. You feel like you still sort of can do the same things that you've always done. But then there's something that has come to a halt. And I think it feels like it's due to the virus situation. That you will see seasons change. So just for, it could be, I mean, it's a general reading, so it really could be anything. But if you were to go, I mean, there's a lot of people now, like there were weddings planned, they have to cancel that. There's concerts planned, you have to cancel that. There's trips planned, you have to cancel that. Like it literally could mean anything for you guys, and individually for each person. And I just feel like something came to a halt, and you're gonna watch the seasons change. So if we're in springtime here in Sweden, I think you will see spring will come and go, and not until sort of next season, which is summer, you will see this happen. And you need to be patient about it. And I know that you don't want to hear that. Probably you will get a bit upset about it, but you probably figure that out somewhere. Like you understand that, you know, we're not going to bounce back that fast as a collective, in all whatever that means. And spring just, you know, passes really fast. So when summertime comes, then there's also something that you feel, it looks like, oh, and then this thing happened, and that's the only reason why I couldn't go do that. But it feels like you will be grateful at the end of it, because this allowed you to have more time to then sort of fine-tune something, really plan something, really put in the like thoughts behind it before sort of getting into action with it, if that makes sense. So it's a really good thing, and it's a red border, so it's all about foundation. Like you're laying a foundation right now, which is really good. And then comes base chakra, which is foundation. It is the foundational chakra. So that is like really putting down the new. It's the number one. So it's new beginnings. It's a new start. It's a blackboard again. So the universe is with you. We're manifesting something. You're putting down the good works. You're finding balance. You're finding foundation. You're finding stability is what I'm looking for. You're finding stability in your life right now, and it's awesome. And it's like something, it's like you're, and I just want to say, because it's the bottom and the top, you're working on your crown chakra with number 7, and you're working on your base chakra with number 1. So it's like an everything in between. It's like you're nailing it down. It's like you never get complete. You know that, guys. You never get complete. We continue to evolve and grow and all of that, but it's like almost like a completion between the two. Like, that's a lot of like now. From the base to the top, it's like, I can't stop saying like. There's an alignment. There's like, oh my God. It's an alignment between your base and your crown. And it's done. It's in full, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that anybody would ever get done, but it feels like something is being done here. And it's also about you fixing this foundation for somebody else. So I don't know, this could be, it's a new start, and it is a manifestation. So this could mean that you are sort of building a center of some sort, like a healing center, a like practice of some sort, almost like I get it like a retreat feeling, so yeah, it is sort of a, yes, you're laying excuse me, you're laying the ground for yourself, for sure, but you're also laying the ground for others. You're also laying the foundation for others. Something like that. And then we have the number 9 with spiritual strength. And this is exactly what it feels like. It's almost like, yes, it is a spiritual center. Yes, it is. It can be that you're laying the ground like spiritually for yourself. In the future, and maybe that was what came to a halt. In the future, you will, because there's a lot of ones here. There's a lot of like thinking in the dream state still. That you want to have some sort of retreat center, place, practice in the future, and it's really spiritually based. It's really spiritually based, and it's so strong. Do you see, like, that is you here being really wise, and then that's your higher self, like holding everything up. That is, talk about foundation. But it's an ending. So there's something that you're ending. You're ending something to move into this, and maybe that is what you've really come to understand now in these trying times. It's like you understand how much more you have to give, and how much more of a comforting, I wanted to use another word, console? You don't say that. Like you really nurture other people in however capacity that is. You're nurturing other people. And it has made you understand, I understand this even more now, because it's 2 pillars, it's a foundation again. And it's a freaking temple. You could be going on a retreat. You could be going to this practice thing to gather more information and lay your foundation for yourself first. That could be for some of you guys, but if it is, I feel that it could be inspiration for then your own center or something like that. It is beautiful. You're such a powerhouse, literally such a powerhouse. And then comes the number 7 again. Rest, guys. Rest here in between. Between when you build that little center of yours, you might want to take a break. have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or something. Here on the bottom it says choose wisely. Let's see if I'm not heavily drawn to that word, so let's see what comes out of here. It's a green border again, so it speaks about the healing of everything. Everything is becoming whole, and it's like now we can point you can. This is what I started out saying. It's almost as if you're whatever is being thrown at you, you're not shifting your balance. You can't, and I don't know who wants to try to get you out of balance. I'm just saying it's sort of life happens and people get thrown around like I don't know what, but you just don't. And so with these beautiful birds here, which speaks about freedom, it is saying, point me in any direction, give me anything, and I'm completely free. It doesn't bother me anymore. I've reached a place of healing. You've come so far, Sagittarius. If somebody wants to take on board, choose wisely, do that, but I'm not drawn to it. Not in this particular moment anyway. And then the final card here is authority. And it's number 4, which is yet another foundation. You're building such a strong foundation, both on the inner but also on the outer plane. You're building a foundation of something. Retreat center, practice. With this authority, it says authority on the bottom. It just feels like this is sort of the power that it equals this for me. It's the balancing. It's the balance card. It's yet another black border. So you have the universe in your back, on your back. What do you say? You have the universe with you. You're feeling strong. There's those pillars again. And you're just loving it. You're done. It's like here I just had it's like you had a, what do you call those? Ritning. I know that word. I know that word. You just draw on this. It's still sort of in a dream. And here we finalized it. You built it. You built a temple. We have a foundation. And you're so proud. You're like, I'm done. I did it. Number 4 is all about heart center. So the heart is in the right place. There's a healing around a situation in your life that has brought you to almost full understanding of everything. It's freaking gorgeous. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the reading there. I'm going to go into extended messages. So if you feel like this resonated with you, then please come to the extended. If not, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week for your love reading. Take care, guys. Bye.